Peaceful greetings, family. If you've been feeling emotionally full, tired in a way rest alone hasn't fixed, or quietly aware that something old is ready to be released before this 2026 truly begins, you're exactly where you're meant to be. Welcome home to the Lunar Lounge, where astrology meets alchemy, where the celestial becomes personal, and where your spirit is invited to soften, settle, and come back into the right relationship with itself. I'm Bashia Imana, the alchemist, and this space exists so you just don't understand the sky. You know how to work with it in your body, in your emotions, in your daily life. Wherever you are right now, driving, walking, making tea, sipping on something special, or settling into your sacred space. This is your moment to pause, unclench your jaw, drop your shoulders, soften your belly, and let one intentional breath bring you back into yourself. Tonight, we're gathered beneath the full moon in Cancer, the wolf moon, the very first moon of 2026. And this is not a push forward moon. She is a come home moon. Cancer is the moon's own sign, the womb, the waters, the nervous system. And because this is a supermoon, her influence is amplified. You may already be feeling it, emotions closer to the surface, memories rising, your body asking for more gentleness, more honesty, more care. This moon is here to help you do three things: to calm your nervous system, to release emotional weight you were never meant to carry into this year, and to create safety from the inside out. So whatever you build next can actually last. This is not regression. This is regulation. This is recalibration. The wolf moon rises in the heart of winter, the season that teaches us an ancient truth. Before we move forward, we must tend to what sustains us. We slow down. Before we act, we must feel. Before clarity arrives, the body must feel safe enough to receive it. Tonight, we're not setting intentions yet. We're making space. Space in the body, space in the heart, space in the emotional field. So, take one breath with me now. Inhale safety. And exhale everything that no longer belongs in this next chapter of your becoming. And to get things kicking off right, maybe you heard some new music in the background. Well, Diane and I have a special gift for you. We've got a new Lunar Lounge theme song. So we want to bring in 2026 the right way. So get nice and cozy, settle in, and check out our new song, Lunar Lounge.
Welcome to the Lunar Lounge, where the night slows down for you. Celestial rhythms moving, every breath aligns the truth. Astrology meets alchemy, stars whisper what to do. Come sit beneath the moonlight, let the magic carry you. Aligning with the stars, on
peace, family, and welcome back to the Lunar Lounge. I hope you all enjoyed that. I didn't think I was going to put some vocals on this new piece, but I was inspired. Again, I'm Bashia Imana, the alchemist, and we're gathered beneath the full moon in Cancer, peaking Saturday, January 3rd at 5:03 a.m. Eastern Time at 13 degrees Cancer. A moon that speaks directly to our emotional roots, our ancestral memory, and our deepest need for belonging. This lunation activates the Cancer-Capricorn axis, highlighting the tension many of us are feeling between inner needs and outer responsibilities, between rest and ambition, care and productivity, feeling and doing. With the Sun, Venus, and Mars gathered in Capricorn, there may be a strong pull to push through, to stay strong, to keep going. But this moon offers a loving interruption. It asks a powerful question. Can the life you're building actually support how you want to feel? This wolf moon brings old patterns to the surface, not to punish us, but to update us. It teaches us that safety is not something we earn through over-functioning. It's something we practice through presence, regulation, and truth. Tonight, we'll explore this moon emotionally, somatically, ancestrally, and spiritually, from reparenting the self to calming the nervous system, to releasing inherited burdens that do not belong in 2026. So, as we move into astrology, I invite you to stay close to your body. Let sensation lead. Let feeling guide. Let intuition speak before the mind tries to explain. And as always, I'm not walking this sky alone. I'm led by my celestial sister, Diana Vanessa, astrologer, guide, and keeper of the cosmic map. Diana, take us on a deep dive into the sky.
Happy birthday, Bashia. I know it was a few days ago, but I believe in hyping up our birthdays all month long. And I hope you are feeling all of the solar love that happens when the sun returns to the spot where it was at when you were born.
You know what? Thank you so much, Diana. And look, I know I'm not alone in this Capricorn season. You've got a birthday coming up in just a little while, January 13th. And yes, I did feel the love. I left D.C., the D.C. metropolitan area, went down to South Carolina, found out about my lineage, and spent a lot of quality time with family. So it was great. Thank you.
I also love the new theme song.
Yay! The Lunar Lounge has a new theme song.
Okay, so for this full moon in Cancer, a couple of things. You mentioned that it's happening at 5 a.m. for us, Eastern time. That's Saturday morning, 5 a.m. It is, if you go outside right now and look at the moon, it is super big, super bright. And it is a full moon. So with the full moon, I hope each of us is remembering that we should be seeing with the full moon pretty brightly how this is showing up in our lives or the lives of the people close to us. So to each of you listening and watching with us, what is happening right now related to Cancer themes? So Cancer themes, Cancer expressions that you could look for to help understand what the full moon wants you to see relate to home life, traditions, mothers, mothering, the breast, safety, security, our sensitivity. Maybe it's memory, ancestry, lineage, intuition, And what brings us comfort? For me, comfort foods have been coming up a lot these last few days as the full moon has been coming in. And so all of that, there may be I tried to pull from some of the main Cancer themes that you might be feeling, seeing, and sensing. And more likely than not, that area of life where things are pretty bright, pretty in your face, correlates to the Cancer, the part of our birth charts where we have Cancer.
And then the other thing is the sun is in Capricorn. So, that's our sign. Talk a little bit about that.
Yes, and most of the planets are in Earth and water signs right now. In one way, this is grounding. It can also be really sobering. Like Earth is like, yeah, this is the practical reality of, what's in front of us. And it can be, when I said grounding, I was thinking of grounding in like a really supportive way. If you are in touch with your intuition, with your emotional intelligence, it will be easier for you to work with the water that's present right now symbolically. So there's ease for people who can express their feelings right now. There's support for that, for us to be able to express and channel them in a healthy and constructive way. You hit one of the themes earlier about the sense, though, that there's tension between our inner needs and our outer responsibilities as part of when I was thinking about the planets in Earth and water. And then particularly with what I'm about to say about Capricorn, because that's where the sun is and a bunch of other planets. Some of us may be feeling the heavy burdens, okay? So this is a wonderful time to ask for help.
Message.
And if you've heard us speak together, we've done a couple of Cancer moons together at this point. Mm-hmm. This is a very supportive moon for asking for help and being able to source that help from within.
I hope you all are receiving this.
This is where the moon tends to be its most comfortable and where we want to feel in our minds and our bodies that we are safe and secure inside and out. The moon is also sitting with a retrograde Jupiter, and so it may feel like we are safe, secure, and supported, but that belief it may be harder for some to access that right now, given everything that's going on in the world, right? The tension, pressure. And so the belief that we're supported, again, it's being sourced with this Jupiter that we've been working with for the last 6 months. In Cancer, this support is being sourced from deep within. We may not be seeing like major tangible results of our faith, our belief, the inner strength and sense of security, but it's there. We just got to pull it from within that deep well if we've been struggling to see that.
That makes sense.
All right, and so on the other side of the moon in Cancer are I would just say a bunch of planets in Capricorn. And so we have, for starters, directly opposite the moon is the sun in Capricorn. So right now I see some of us may be consumed by the need to handle our business, whatever that business is in our lives. It's like the practical realities, the things that need foundation and structure and consistency and support to grow long term. Now, Mercury is also in Capricorn, so our thoughts and our communications can tend to be more focused on the practical planning, stabilizing our money, stabilizing our foundation, planning long term, coming up with a way to build a foundation around that sense of security that we may need. And I'm using foundation and security and legacy because these are the things that are coming up for me as someone who has her sun in Capricorn.
And speaking of legacy, something really interesting, incredible actually happened to me on my birthday. I met with Gina Page, the owner of AfricanAncestry.com, and I got a chance to find out a lot more about my lineage and my legacy. AfricanAncestry.com traced my mitochondrial DNA, and I found out that my lineage, my mom's, going back 2,000 years, takes me back to the Tikar people in Cameroon. And these were the artisans. These were the ones who passed on the history through music, through writing, through storytelling. And just to know that that's part of who I am, my lineage, and the legacy that I'll continue, was just right in alignment with what's happening with the moon right now. So I really feel connected to the mothers. Diana, can you tell us a little bit about what's happening with Venus and Mars? Let's check in on them.
Venus and Mars are also in Capricorn right now. So we're also focused on what we love that gives us stability. And with Mars being there, we're going after and pursuing the things that we value. The problem is that in the sky, Venus and Mars are in a difficult or challenging position relative to the sun. So they're basically getting burnt up right now. They're combust, and planets that are in that position are said to be weak in a way. So what this means practically is that some of us might see that Venus things like love and friends, and Venus is also tied to money in many ways, and Mars things like our courage and our will to act they're stressed out. Okay. And so it's really important to pay attention to that, because like if you don't have the energy, like we're in Capricorn season, and this is a time where people like to churn and burn. They like to produce and perform, and not everyone is feeling that right now because Mars is in a challenging position, burnt up, tired. I was speaking with a friend earlier today, and we were just talking about how 2025, I mean, I am so grateful that I'm here after that year, right? Like I've heard that sentiment and shared it with so many different people. So it's not easy to be feeling the peace, because I do think we are feeling the pressure to, keep ourselves together in some way. And I want to say, for those of us who are feeling super safe and secure and cozy right now and are enjoying all of the goodness of this Cancer moon, just even if the towers are falling around you, okay, for you to be able to feel that safety and that security despite whatever's going on. Again, I keep seeing the towers falling with Capricorn, structures falling, foundations falling, government failing. Those are Capricorn themes. Banks failing, businesses going bankrupt, people losing, long-term things that held them long-term, structures that used to hold them that are not there. If you're feeling good, notwithstanding the towers and those structures and foundations falling, you've basically done the work, if there's any work, of this Cancer full moon. And because we got to know, and we have to remember, and we've talked about this, that the security is within ourselves. That safety is within ourselves.
As always, Diana, you are spot on. The security is within us, and we've got to honor whatever it is that we need, whether it's rest. We've got to honor the season that we are in. And I think this is a good segue to transition and get a little bit cozier and maybe do a short guided meditation. So let's go ahead and transition. Wherever you are right now, allow yourself to pause. There's nothing you need to fix, nothing you need to become. Just arrive. If it feels comfortable, gently close your eyes or soften your gaze. And begin by noticing your breath. Not trying to change the breath, but being present with the breath. Beautiful. And I invite you now to inhale slowly through the nose, allowing the breath to fill the belly. Pause at the top. And exhale through the mouth, soft, unforced, releasing. Nice. And again, inhaling safety, pausing at the top, and exhaling what no longer needs to be carried. Tonight we sit beneath the full moon in Cancer, the wolf moon, a moon that doesn't ask you to push forward, but invites you to come home. Cancer is the moon's own sign. She speaks through the body, through sensation, through feeling. So bring your awareness gently into your body now. Again, unclench your jaw, drop the shoulders, soften your belly. And if you're so called, place one hand on your heart and the other one on your belly. Or you can place your hands wherever's comfortable for you. Feel the warmth of your own touch. Let your nervous system know you are safe in this moment. Silently repeat or feel the truth of these words. I am allowed to soften. I do not have to earn rest. I am safe enough to feel. The wolf moon carries ancient wisdom. She rises during winter when survival instincts speak loudly. If emotions feel close to the surface, that's not weakness. That's intelligence. Imagine now a calm body of moonlit water before you. This water represents emotional truth, gentle, honest, receiving. Notice if there's something ready to be released. A feeling, a burden, a role you've outgrown. When you're ready, imagine placing it gently into the water. Watch as the water receives it without judgment. You're not losing anything essential. You are making space. Now, ask inwardly, softly, without effort, what do I need right now? Listen with your body. Listen with your breath. Trust whatever arises, or trust the silence itself. Begin to return your awareness to your breath. Feel the support beneath your body. And take one final deep inhale. Release it slowly. And as you return, remember this. Safety is not something you earn. It's something you practice. And when you create safety within yourself, clarity comes in its own divine time. When you're ready, gently open your eyes. Welcome back. As we close this sacred time together, we invite you to move gently back into your body and into your life. Let whatever surface under this full moon in Cancer continue to settle softly. There's nothing you need to rush to understand. Trust that the wisdom will keep unfolding. If this space nourished or supported you, know that this is just one of the ways we gather in the rhythm with the moon. This year, the Umoja Well is opening our subscription to folks across the globe, including our monthly moon workbooks and several virtual moon sessions throughout the year. Guided by myself and our astrology expert, Diana Vanessa. Diana brings the cosmic map through astrology and planetary wisdom, and I support the embodiment, integration, and lived practice of the work. You can find me, Bashia, and my work in holistic wellness, transformative coaching, and soul-aligned living on Instagram at the Umoja Well. That's Umoya Well. And you're welcome to subscribe to the Umoja Well on Facebook and YouTube. On YouTube, I also share a new series called Morning Medicine. If you're in the DC metropolitan area, I'd love to sit with you in person for our new moon circles and in-person offerings through the Umoja Well. You can also reach me directly by email at theumojawell.com. To stay connected with Diana's astrology teachings and offerings, you can visit her website at dianavanessa.com. Follow her on Instagram and Threads at Diana_MBA, or find her on YouTube at YouTube.com/@DianaVanessa_MBA. Diana also offers a newsletter, which is the best way to stay informed about her readings, events, and workshops, and of course, what's happening in the sky. She can also be reached directly at Diana@DianaVanessa.com. Thank you so much for being here. Please like, subscribe, share, and make sure you hit that notification bell. Thank you for honoring your emotional truth. Until next time, peace.